Seth's failure was the real launch pad for this whole sport.
You're gonna get hurt doing anything, whether it's playing soccer, baseball, rolling an ankle, walking to school off the curb, you know what I mean? And I chose to get hurt riding my dirt bike.
They didn't like the structure, they didn't like the rules. Freestyle was free.
It was the full antichrist of motocross. The built up anger and aggression towards the corporate race world is kind of what fueled the start of Metal Militia.
We're in ghost ride motorcycles and we're over here just to fuck things up. And, and we did just that.
They had a car burning on the front page of the newspaper. And I was like, all right, we're here.
We ain't gonna end up in jail, you know? We had the cops paid off, we had everything dialed in.
This is freestyle motocross at its best. Crusty Demons, free ride.
Their jeopardy is real every single day.
I lacerated my liver, shattered 4 ribs, and broke my wrist pretty bad.
Fuck, I can't believe how high he is.
Once you're up there, shots fired. There was nothing I could do, so I just had to get my foot back on the peg and get ready for impact.
He had broken bones in his face and in his skull, and the only way to get those was to literally make an incision around his head, peel his face off, and make the repairs to his skull and to the fractured bones, and then put his face back on and then sew it on.
What's the next thing that's going to drive us to get better and that next challenge that's really going to be a milestone in our world?
The X Games just gives like a little bit of a platform where those guys can go out and show off what they're doing anyways.
You're in this arena, there's 19,000 people. There's not a seat in the house. The crowd starts roaring. It can be deafening.
They got big spikes on and they look like Mad Max has arrived.
$10,000 purse. Holy cow, if you win, we get $10,000. Do you know how much that would help our family?
The A students can root for Travis and the kids in detention can root for the militia.
The other guy wants to do something just as radical, if not way more radical than his peer or his competition.
From that point on, the backflip became reality, and it was something that became freestyle motocross and that everybody had to conquer in order to become the top level of the sport.
I would definitely say the backflip was a game changer and a career ender for a lot of athletes.
Even if you did 100 of them, that one you don't pull, you're done, you know? And I just didn't want any part of it.
I pretty much was scared. I wasn't into it, and it really messed me up.
It definitely destroyed, you know, a handful of lives.
Drugs was my new lover, and it took me down.
I felt like someone shot me in the stomach with a shotgun.
We saw his stomach getting big, and he just looked at us and said, dude, I'm gonna die.
The doctor leans over with the mask on. Is there anything you want to tell your family? And I said, what?
I'm trying to call everyone like, yo, have you heard about Lust? Like, what's going on? And no one at the point really knew. Like, we knew it was a bad crash, but we didn't know what.
Dad just watched him basically pass away. And it was like something I'll never forget, you know? Nothing I could do to bring him back. He's my best friend, so.
I could lose my husband. My kids could not have their dad at any minute.
You know, walking the line of death makes you feel alive, I guess, and some of us need that feeling of being alive more so than others.
His mom is, you know, just a nervous wreck. You can feel the energy in the air. Everybody else is nervous. This place is about to see a double backflip.
Everyone's kind of staying away from me. There's just this vibe of like, oh, you're gonna die. How much of your life are you willing to give up to not live the life that you want to do in fear of pain?
Oh my God, This is real. He's actually going to go for it.
Whatever's scaring you, whatever fear you have that caused that fear in your head, you know you got to go out there and do it again.
It's about self-fulfillment. It's about following through on something that you do.
The smell, the sound, the memories of that is so intense. It's something that I'll never forget.
It's almost like a drug. I mean, you have the fear, which everybody loves to push that line. You have the accomplishment, you have the reward.
It's just insanity, pure insanity at its finest.
It's kind of fucked up, but it's life, and it's the life that I really enjoy.